Hello YouTube, this is Ben Yessel. This is definitely the last video I'm making tonight. It's pretty late. So, touching on a little bit of one of the earlier, more, I should say, getting into my own psyche a little deeper and some more sensitive stuff. I'm going to mention something that maybe doesn't really need to be mentioned in a way, but another way probably does. I've noticed on YouTube that there's maybe a growing number of YouTubists that are somewhat more attractive younger women that are quite, let's just say they're quite vain, and they, but maybe it bothers people from time to time to see some of these folks some of these women that look very attractive that are actually, in truth, vain. They just want attention. They don't. That's all they want. And they might have some like great things to say as well, but they use their attractiveness for their own ends, for their own selfish ends. I'm not just talking about one person, and I imagine I might have mentioned this before in at least one other video, but this is a trend I'm noticing, and I really try to steer clear of this sort of thing because it is a sort of thing that can be very vexing. But I realized that this is something that I'm actually somewhat familiar with already. I'm thinking of at least two, if not many, many more people that I've known on channels. One chick had she was very slender, probably a bit too slender for my taste, really, but general taste. But she's in China, and she was acting kind of like I don't know, had certain mannerisms about her that seemed to be a little bit like she's mimicking Asian women or something, a little bit in a kind of in a certain way, and going on and on about not spending very much money and life in China and stuff. And I also noticed that in this same video I saw quite a while back, a lot of Asian guys were just going crazy for this girl. It's just, cool, fine, whatever, I was thinking to myself, what is this girl doing this for? Well, I came to the conclusion, because a lot of people just never respond to YouTube comments. I came to the conclusion that even if, no matter what she was doing, it comes down to money, and it comes down to fame, more views, and I'll be Monkey's uncle if she really had any interest in anything other than those two things, money and views. Another woman I have seen, is extremely, it's obvious, it should be obvious to anyone, but she is very arrogant, and she is very not interested in anything remotely romantic based on how she is in her videos. And I would actually like it if she herself were to contradict me, or to actually comment on this. Blonde in the belly of the beast. As it is, there are often women out there that either are actually more attractive than her, or if on the outset they might not be as immediately attractive, they are definitely attractive, much more attractive when you see their qualities. compared to this woman, this particular woman is a really pretty big name now regarding conservative politics and whatever, but she's, again, using, I would assume, guys, conservative guys, just getting tons of views from them. All these guys probably ogle over her and taking their money and just being a vain bitch. That's what she is. She has no heart to what she's saying. I mean, you listen to just see her. Just look at her. You listen to a little bit of one of her videos. She's a witch. I pity the guy that marries her. Even if she looks great. It kind of defeats. It's like a. It's worse than that other lady that everybody doesn't like. What's her name? She looks very attractive. She's dark hair, but she acts like a idiot. I have never had remotely any interest in Katy Perry, but she often is compared to Katy Perry because she has dark hair, black hair, and light skin and stuff. I think it's some French name, and she was an elf, but she dyed her hair blonde for the role. Anyway, that actress. There are people like that are unbelievably vain, and I can't stand them. I can't stand those kinds of people. Smart Alex, vain, materialistic. No. Now, there's a lot of different dimensions to any woman's character, I would think. It's not a bad thing to be silly and fun-loving and all this stuff. What is a very bad thing, though, is if you are insincere or if you toy with people. And when women on YouTube have lots of viewers that are young men and men that obviously find those women attractive, and they are giving that woman money, and that woman is just... How is that in any way, shape, or form remotely praiseworthy or good? Or how do they live with themselves, knowing what they're doing, that these guys are getting nothing? It's like, a lot of times for some woman, you might have a dozen suitors in the past, right? Or more, or maybe a little less. It all depends. But we're not talking like tens of thousands of people online looking at this one woman. Hundreds of thousands. Some guy is saying, "Oh my gosh, whoa!" And this girl will just be like, "You guys are, yep. I'm gonna just take y'all for a ride. Right? I'm gonna be vain and stuck up and do all this stupid stuff on YouTube, and you're just going to eat it up. Doesn't really matter what I do. You're just going to worship me, right?" All right. Well, so this is a bit more. Maybe this is a little bit more. We'll just say a little bit more. I wouldn't say I'm not really ill-tempered, but it's a bit more of a. An observation. It's an observation about YouTube and about this dimension of YouTube. I'm sure that many other people have mentioned this. I don't know how many, maybe in different ways. And I'm sure I'm not talking about many other people that, should be deserved to be mentioned in this regard. But to me, There's nothing at all good about this. There never has been. So these women that do this, good luck trying to attract the kind of people that... Good luck at least living that way. You know. Seriously. It's kind of like, yeah, talk to the hand. I don't want to see you show up in my YouTube suggestions. I'm just gonna take you off. You're just eye candy, some of you guys. I mean, really. What I'm also hoping is that if any of you ladies out there want to be even remotely like this, don't. Don't even think about it. That's not at all the kind of person you want to be. Alright. Those few of you that might be thinking something along those lines. And I'm going to have this video up until I die. So it doesn't really matter. Somebody might come along at some point that is entertaining that notion of making lots of extra money from guys that will just watch your videos and, oh my gosh, whoa. It's no, look, it's no different. I mean, these women that make ASMR videos that are very beautiful at times, it's really not a whole lot different than that kind of thing, where they're just putting themselves on YouTube, knowing they're going to get lots of views from guys that are going to see them as being very attractive. These guys are not getting anything in return. Ever. Even guys that have amazingly handsome, or their chiseled muscles, or their, I will buy you tons of roses, and oh man, just, obviously just smitten by these people. Nah, these women aren't gonna, no. So ladies, don't be this way. Period. Catch you guys later.